Welcome to Patagonia, a place where nature unfolds its unbounded beauty. Prepare to be mesmerized as we take you on a journey through the majestic landscapes of this untamed land. Begin your adventure in Torres del Paine National Park, renowned for its soaring granite peaks and crystal clear lakes. Feel the crisp, fresh air on your face as you hike through dense forests, surrounded by towering mountains and pristine glaciers. As you venture further, be captivated by the vibrant hues of turquoise as the glacier-fed waters cascade down into glacial lakes. Next, immerse yourself in the vast expanse of the Patagonian steppe, where endless stretches of grasslands meet the horizon. Witness the sheer power of nature as mighty waterfalls plunge into deep canyons, creating a symphony of sound and spectacle. But it's not just the landscapes that will leave you in awe. Patagonia is home to a wealth of unique wildlife. Keep your eyes peeled for graceful guanacos, elusive pumas, and even majestic condors soaring high above. As night falls, embrace the tranquility of the starry sky, far away from the light pollution of the city. The enchanting Southern Cross constellation will guide your gaze, reminding you of the vastness and wonder of the universe. In Patagonia, nature's masterpiece is complemented by the warmth and hospitality of its people. Immerse yourself in their rich culture, savoring traditional Patagonian cuisine and sipping on a glass of hearty mountain. As the stunning landscapes unveil before your eyes, you realize that Patagonia is more than just a place. It's an experience that will leave an indelible mark on your soul. When people visit Patagonia, they frequently remark, "I didn't even know that was a real place. I thought it was just a brand." However, I got the chance to travel there, and it is a true location in South America. If you are planning a summertime trip to South America, one of the top destinations on your itinerary ought to be Patagonia. With this list, I'll show you the top destinations in Patagonia and provide you with more details on arranging a trip to this South American treasure. The Panamericana Route of 40 travels south from Bariloche, Argentina, north of Patagonia, to Punta Arenas, Chile, and is the route for visiting all the locations mentioned in this page. Both cities have excellent air transportation connections to the rest of the nation. You can also take the journey in the opposite direction if you'd like. Where is Patagonia located? The territory between the Rio Colorado in Argentina and the Rio Bariloche in Chile and the Strait of Magellan in the extreme south is referred to as Patagonia. This implies that Patagonia has both an Argentine east and a Chilean west side. Patagonia is located in the southern part of the continent. When is the best time to travel to Patagonia? The greatest time to go camping and hiking is from the end of November to the beginning of March because the climate down there is quite harsh, especially in the far south. As was already noted, Bariloche is not the northernmost point in the region of Patagonia. Bariloche's excellent transportation gives it an ideal place to begin a round trip through Patagonia. More than that, though, the site is breathtaking due to the harmony of mountains, lakes, and verdant forests. In the summer, the largest ski resort in South America becomes a hiker's and climber's paradise. The 7 lakes in the Bariloche Lake region should be visited in 1 or 2 days via road trip. 1. Tours in Bariloche. A good way to see the many sights around Bariloche is to book one of the many high-rated day tours on offer. 2. Utulufu, Chile. Although it is one of the more difficult locations to get, the rafting experience there is well worth the effort, making it one of the top destinations in Patagonia. The small Argentinian border hamlet of Utulufu is located further south and is somewhat more difficult to reach. The most straightforward route from Esclep there is on a gravel road that is completely off the beaten path because of this. The Utulufu River, which is frequently cited as one of the greatest places in the world for whitewater rafting, is the factor that makes it worthwhile. Because of its location, the riverbank scenery is distinct and largely unspoiled. 3. Palermo and La Boca in Buenos Aires. It is impossible to miss exploring La Boca's streets on foot. It's really clear how salsa came to be, and although it's a fairly touristic area, there are some hidden treasures. Therefore, we also suggest doing the free tour here slightly smiling face. We wasted the afternoon wandering the streets of Palermo, where a hostel was located. From a rooftop in the neighborhood, we witnessed the sunset. 4. El Chaltén, Cerro Torre Trail. Cerro Torre was the first place we visited on our journey. A bit of local knowledge about which hiking is best for each day can be obtained by asking the receptionist about the weather forecast. The hike is breathtaking, and the laguna is well worth including in your agenda for your 14-day trip to Patagonia. I suggest taking a look at our Costa Rica itinerary if you enjoy hiking. 5. El Chalten, Fitzroy Laguna de los Tres Trek. One of the best days of my life was that one. The location appears to be a dream. Try starting the hike early in the morning to avoid crowds. Unlike Torres del Paine, Laguna de los Tres was less crowded. Undoubtedly, including a visit to Mount Fitzroy in your Patagonia itinerary is essential due to its breathtaking view. 6. Road to Caliphate. We went on a little climb up to El Chalten Lookout at 5 in the morning because we wanted to see the sunrise, which is a spectacular sight to behold as the first light of day touches Mount Fitzroy. Even though the clouds did not favor us, it was still a fantastic way to start the day. After that, we carried on driving back to El Caliphate. If you want to go out at night, El Caliphate has a club that is really entertaining. 7. Perito Moreno Glacier. Finally, the big day came. We came to the conclusion that Perito Moreno Glacier was the only location on Earth where one could reserve a glacier trekking expedition. So we packed our crampons and went on a day hike around Perito Moreno with a group. However, we chose the shorter one and it was sufficient. So I urge you to take it as part of your 14-day plan to Patagonia. By the way, we were unaware that the trip begins with a boat ride, so you may witness the glacier up close without having to pay extra for it. After the tour, we continue to watch. It's amazing to watch all these chunks of ice fall. Enjoy this fun-filled day to the fullest. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey through Patagonia's unbounded beauty. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awe-inspiring